so we can see more of this silly world. The world isn't bad, as long as you think happy thoughts are not
Go, Fujo!
sad.
These are pretty much just copies. That's me right there. That's my sister right here. And then straight ahead of me. This one's one right here. She's a pretty hot elementary school teacher. Another one. Okay, and this is probably the award-winning ABC photo 7-Eleven. I mean, 7-Eleven. 1970s. I don't know where 7-Eleven came from. Yeah, you could get the photos at 7-Eleven back. No, you couldn't. Where did you get them at Olin Mills or something?
You can make it every way, every day.
They're school photos. Okay. No, we didn't really get them at 7-Eleven. They were done probably by the school. These probably are school photos too. Same with this is a school photo. This is not Olin Mills. I think this is Olin Mills. That's Olin Mills probably. But somebody got a hold of me, like an inertia account or something. It was like a false account, or maybe he logged out of that account, logged into another account, and said something like, you know, buy Slacker and buy the movie Office Space, you know, yourself. They're $5 a piece. Something like, my lord, dude, or something like that. You know, it was something like, my lord, dude. This is like brew. It's like a brew tea, clear mind or something. It's like a tea that you drink. Very hard to explain. This one's actually a little bit bent right here. And when you do the corkscrew, you get it in here, then you take this on the edge, use it as leverage to get the line out. That. You'll balance it on the edge and then pull that up like the way it actually comes straight out. So they're built to do that, to rest on the edge right here while that's in there. You can angle it because this is actually turning like this. And then, or you can pull straight up. You can try that. The leverage one is what the waiters usually do. So put it right here to go in there. And then just like I wouldn't say jackhammer, but oil derrick, you pull and it comes right out. So if this is the actual, looking at the wine right here, you're resting this on the edge right here, and then you're pulling it out. I know it doesn't do that, but it'll actually, when you push on this edge, it actually comes out just like that. Yeah, you can peel it. On this. That should come off. Yeah, that did come off. Someone actually pulled on this a little too hard and bent the edge of it right here. You can see going up this way. So I'm using these pliers right here, kind of squeeze them. Actually got this at a place called, was it called Foley's? It was called Foley's. It's like Macy's, but they closed down. I actually helped them close down. I guess I was a retail person at Foley's. And I worked there for Christmas. Then the next season, I actually worked for a temporary, like manpower kind of place. I guess it's like a temporary agency that sent in people to actually help them close the store. Foley's went completely out of business a long time ago. And this was a little kind of cheap tool case that got on their actual Foley's card for one Christmas. This was my only tool case for many, many years. And I had a pair of pliers that a certain friend borrowed, or actually was helping me move. And I've kept up with most all of it. Some of these things, trying to see if I have, some of these are actually missing too. I have no idea where these, this actually is always going to be covered in like super glue usually, dealing with certain tools. These are actually still useful even today. I have gone elsewhere, but this one was the oldest one I've kept up with for a very long time. And it even comes with like this is kind of home jobbed Allen wrench. I've added here, another Allen wrench right here.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah, give me one moment. Yeah, what were you saying?
What'd you do with those masks? Because I want to get...
Oh, they're underneath where the sink is. So, okay. And so this one is actually kind of my backup plier thing that I have to keep somewhere else, I guess. But he was helping me move, and I guess he actually returned it to me at the church, believe it or not. I still probably have it somewhere. There was once a hammer that went here. But I have another backup one. Anyway, this one actually is a pretty good one. I think it was only like maybe like 15 or 20. This is like a bunch of knickknacks, stuff that you can use around the household and apartments and stuff like that. These are actually really good. But the hardest part on these is the actual closing of them. And you kind of have to close them backwards and then snap them shut.
He came out, flew out to California, and then we did a journey. And on that journey, did a lot of spots. Kind of dipped down to 10, up to the 40, went into Oklahoma, Arkansas, even went down to New Orleans and went to Mardi Gras, my first Mardi Gras. And that was kind of before this whole situation, the current, what's going on, was taking place. It was just a couple weeks before all that news broke. And it was kind of cold up on the 40 into the Midwest sections of Texas. A year ago, give or take a day, that I took a road trip with my friend Cody. He came out, flew out to California, and then we did a journey. And on that journey, did a lot of spots. Kind of dipped down to 10, up to the 40, went into Oklahoma, Arkansas, even went down to New Orleans and went to Mardi Gras, my first Mardi Gras. And that was kind of before this whole situation, the current, what's going on, was taking place. It was just a couple weeks before all that news broke. And it was kind of cold up on the 40 into the Midwest sections of Texas through Amarillo. But it wasn't like super icy and super snowy. There was a little snow, but there was no like really slick. Going towards the south area to a section that's going to be across I-10 could nowhere near be nearly as bad as that. And oh, how I was sorely mistaken. Before I got to the Texas state line, I got a hotel the night before, and I was checking the weather. I believe it was in Fort Stockton, which would be a few hours up, Fort Stockton, Texas. And I said, this weather app cannot be right. There's no way it's going to be this cold, these kind of conditions. So I looked up another conditions, the worst for that corridor of Texas.
Let me get up there for a minute.
In over a century.
Yeah,
So
over a century.
Should I just go back? Look at this dog right here. See, I needed a furry coat like that dog, and I would have been fine. I thought to myself, should I just go back? Should I turn around? And I considered it. In fact, I talked it over with some family members, some close friends.
So I was listening to the Woo, and I'm glad that he came through Texas. The snow is actually completely gone, almost. We're really seeing hardly, well, very, 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 very little snow. you can kind of tell here, kind of trying to show you the best that I can with this device. Really no snow at all now at this point. We're on, is it Friday? Is today Friday? Hey Mom, is today Friday?
No.
Saturday. Oh, we're on Saturday. The 20th. The 20th? The 20th. Saturday, the 20th of February of 2021 AD. In the year of our Lord. But you can see in here, barely, that there's really no snow at all. But he was, he made it to Florida celebration, and possible a close call, maybe a fatality. Could have happened to him. I don't know for sure. I know that the van was, and what I saw in the vlogging is his van was kind of going backwards in neutral at one point, and the road worker was talking to him, but the road worker was right there. But also when he was vlogging, I noticed in Celebration, Florida, that an ant had procured itself awning on its skin, and there was a kind of reaction to the whole thing. So I think people kind of overdid it this February 2021. When we look back 50 years from now, from 2070, it could be comical, but it could be serious. And then I know Ted Cruz went off to Cancun with his family to escape the horrible disaster that hit us, and got in some trouble for that too. But yeah, I'm ready. But as you can see, just not even really a single droplet of snow right now. So anyway, big. What would be the name of the card that you're looking at? Like a thank you or a welcoming? Like going into the 20s. 2020 rather than 1920.
This one's cool.
Yeah, it's still kind of, somehow they're able to keep it. Yeah, still frozen. So yeah, it's going, it's way down that way. Dude, like, where's my car? Pretty slushy. Not too bad. Yeah, I was wondering about the sole myself. No, it was pretty, I don't think it was really that crowded in Walmart. I don't think, not too bad. They're missing some items, so. That's basically the tail end of Carrollton, or kind of the center area of Carrollton right there, which is on the other side of that is a trash dump, and then the water conservation, or I guess you would say water treatment plant, is on the other side of that huge hill right there. So what did you put in the vegetable soup?
It has Brussels sprouts and corn and
Brussels
peas
sprouts, corn.
and peas and tomatoes.
So basically, it's Brussels sprouts,
Peas, corn, and tomatoes.
So Brussels sprouts, peas, and tomatoes,
And corn.
Almost kind of like Rum Dum Ditty.
Yes, you can put Fritos in it. It's good.
So it's a version of Rum Dum Ditty.
Yeah, well, but it's vegetable too.
Pretty good. Rum Dum Ditty is very similar to this. Tell us about Rum Dum Ditty.
Yeah, but first I want to ask a favor.
Oh,
Put it
okay.
on the oven to 400, and we're going to cook. Where's that bread I got? That.
Oh, this bread. No, that's not the bread.
Garlic bread.
There's garlic bread?
Yeah, and so how do you turn your oven on?
I don't see it anywhere. The garlic bread anywhere.
I bought some.
Uh,
Oh,
garlic bread?
yes.
Did
Oh, shit.
do you remember packing it? You don't remember packing it or anything?
Get in here if you have to get.
So that is the garlic bread.
Yeah.
So what are you cooking that's going to be 400?
I'm going to cook this, the garlic.
It's preheating right now.
Oh, good.
So you're
do you
doing the
have-
garlic bread at 400.
Yeah. Do you have a pan to set this?
Yeah, I've got a pan.
Oh, okay, good.
Or I had a pan. There was a... Oh, it's already in there.
Oh, all right.
Okay, you want it... Yeah, you can set it on there just like that.
Do you have any foil?
Yeah, we have some right here. Yeah, right. Yeah, right here.
Oh, good. Okay, thanks.
So are we doing ground beef in this thing?
And, yeah, I'm gonna make some spaghetti.
And this is onion.
Put
So we're
onion
doing
in.
spaghetti too.
Yes.
Okay. What's interesting, what my mom does is she actually leaves bay leaves, around, and it actually is a good, kind of like a pesticide. It'll scare off cockroaches. These
Yeah,
these
they
right
don't
here,
like it.
they don't like it.
No,
But you
they
can
don't
actually
like
smell kind of smell the bay leaves.
Yeah, it smells
And then if you
very
look
nice.
here, right here, you'll see the bay leaves in here are kept in kind of like a glass. And it smells, you can kind of smell it in the air. And the cockroaches they just run. They run away.
But I don't even
That's
see
kind of
any.
what they do. All right, so these are the actual meatballs right here. Mom's making her meatballs. And you got this free range ground beef. It's free range. And that's fettuccine. And we have over here, which is still kind of stewing. It's stewing. It's actually, well, it kind of is because there's heat on top of it. Is the actual vegetable soup, is appetizer.
Oh.
And I'm pretty stoked about this bay leaf thing, so I'm gonna leave them around the kitchen. When the pandemic first hit, I was actually had to call the exterminator one time to do kind of a lay thing, and I would find he laid down some pesticides, and I'd find a lot of cockroaches kind of like on the carpet and in certain areas. Not a whole lot, just every once in a while. And they would, it'd be belly up, and a little tiny cockroach would be belly up. But really, I've been trying to find my own ways of doing it. And all along, did I not know that I actually had my own pesticide stuff. You drain it that way? Mm-hmm. I have a strainer.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people do that way before. Oh, it's right here. It's right there in plain sight.
Oh.
Yeah. But, everybody has their own methods.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Hard.
so I cleaned it out for about 15 minutes.
So you worked a double today?
Yeah. A 7 to 12 and a 1 to 6.
Yeah, everybody's flipping out about the snow. Did you hear about Ted Cruz?
No,
Yeah, he went to Cancun with his family. And now everybody,
yeah, I
it made
heard
national
about
news. It made
that.
news. Mom's from Maine, and they heard about it in Maine.
Yeah, we did.
That he went to Cancun with his family and then came
Yeah.
back for the winter storm. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but
Isn't that dark, or did you put something on it?
It's always been dark.